Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Back for round 3. You want to let them know?
Yep.
I got a clock going.
Whenever you guys are ready.
We're ready now, so clock starts.
No, that's Tim.
Let's get memory to lose off the screen. I don't think we're going to see that one in this.
No, we're not.
This is a former Invitational Championship champion, Matt Wise. Little emphasis on the... He didn't actually have a Z in his name, but he dressed up as a goddamn bumblebee, so...
Gotta do it.
Yeah. Gotta get some flavor in there. He's on Hardened Scales Affinity. Versus... Isaiah, we saw him earlier.
Rhino stuff. Good card stuff. Pile of good cards.
We saw his Rhino shenanigans. There are 4 colors in this Rhinos deck.
That is true. It is a true statement.
I appreciate that it's a 4-color deck that does not play Wrenn and 6.
Yeah, I do appreciate that.
And I'd also say that the thing I've noticed about Isaiah's deck is Omnath. Well, it's just like always good. It's less good in his deck because of that, and it's noticeable.
I see the deck list for because I sideboarded crazily.
Yep.
And I was like, what is the main deck again?
For yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
There should be...
That was pretty tough because he had so many like creatures.
There should be 6 green cards.
It's the first negation, so it's all 4 in the
All 4 are in the main.
So 2 subtlety in this.
Yeah, there's 1 subtlety in main, 2 side.
2 endurance. So no endurance in the main deck. Right?
There's none, no.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
you got 6 green cards.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I could have actually filled that deck list out for him without taking the deck apart.
Oh, shit. I might just do this. There we go.
All right.
Ancient Stars?
Remember when people thought that this card should maybe be banned?
Yeah,
Like there was a lot of talk about that at one point.
It was in that meta. It was a very different meta at that point, and it was really good because it was
This
helping
goes to show you, like maybe you just need to stop bitching about the ban, people, because everybody wanted this card banned, and here it is doing not a whole lot.
Yeah,
All right, that's a good start.
That's a pretty fucking good start. Prismatic Ending from Isaiah.
He's got the goofy Hardened Scales art.
Seiju. Okay.
How does Hardened Scales do against a bunch of Rhinos?
I mean, it could definitely go faster than them.
This card's been known to be good.
Yeah, the card's real good. It's real good with the Ozolith. Let's put the Ozolith up there.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a card. You ever seen that card?
I don't think so.
So, 1
I
mana.
spelled that wrong.
1 mana. Whenever a creature dies, any of the counters that it had on it
How to spell
move
Ozolith,
onto the
Sean?
Ozolith, and then at combat you can dump those counters onto a creature.
Oh,
And the interesting thing with modular is it gets the counters from the modular creature, but the modular trigger still triggers on its
Is
own.
it just the Ozolith?
okay. So like doubles,
Yeah, it doubles shit up.
and then with
The
Hardened
Ozolith.
Scales, and Arcbound Ravager. Yeah,
Yeah, it gets out of hand pretty quick,
yeah. I can
Yeah,
see that.
it's a scary card.
and especially with Hardened Scales too, because when the counters go onto the Ozolith, Hardened Scales puts more
One
counters
additional
on the
one.
Ozolith than when they move from the Ozolith.
Match deck list. Take a look. I'm curious what he's got in sideboard to fight Cascade decks.
I'd have to imagine the usual suspects.
Yeah, I know. I played him, I think, with Living End. Oh, that might have been regular affinity. It's got Void Mirror.
All right. Successful rhinos have happened. There are rhinos on the table.
What's Orval the All form?
It's if they make you discard it, Changeling guy. It's for the creativity match.
Tameo Safekeeping. Does that do anything?
I can't remember what that card. That's a common from
Yeah,
new
right.
set. It's some kind of
something with tokens.
it's a protection spell. All right, firing up. Oh, okay. I think Isaiah was probably just dead here. Yep. You know what beats rhinos? 10 infect.
Yeah.
Beats rhinos.
Yeah, I remember that one now.
Wow, that was fast. We might be able to get coffee.
So wait, what happened?
Infect.
Oh, infect. So
Yeah, ink moth.
Scales got it.
Yep. Scales got it. Squish.
All right, that was quick.
Within 5 minutes.
Yeah, we might have found the round that allows us to get caught. Are they open on Saturday this late?
This late? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're open until 5, I thought.
Okay.
I'll Google it because we have the internet. We have the power
It's never wrong.
to look up hours of businesses that are across the street.
Would Grafdigger's Cage work? Does Cascade cast from the library or
No.
from Exile?
It's Exile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Grafdigger's Cage is just like in this weird spot where it doesn't really do anything against anybody.
Yeah, right now. Oh, nope, they are closed.
It's good against Dredge,
Bollocks.
which nobody plays. So yeah,
Except Ron.
Yeah,
There's one Dredge guy.
we do have a Bant Company guy in the room. It's good against Collected Company. So I believe Grafdigger's Cage is creatures can't enter the battlefield from graveyards or libraries.
And you can't cast
And
spells,
you can't cast
from,
spells from your
libraries.
graveyard.
Or libraries.
Or libraries.
Which is why I wasn't sure if Cascade was from the library or from Exile.
Yeah, it exiles, and then you
Yeah.
cast out of exile.
Yeah, it's one of those that gets around it.
Yeah, it's a weird card.
Yeah, it's amazing how bad that card is against Living In. When you think that they're casting a spell from their library for free and
Yeah.
bringing back a bunch of shit from their graveyard, yeah, it
And
stops
neither of those things
happening.
happening. Neither of those things are happening.
That's how you know it's a bad graveyard hate card. I think the reason that Matt is playing it is because he's got that sexy Secret Lair like old school horror movie art version of it, and I feel like he's just playing it because it looks cool, and that's fair. We've all done that.
Yeah, I mean, with our meta, there is a Dredge guy. So
There is a Dredge guy.
For our meta, there is a bit of
He's not
relevance for
qualified.
it. So I get it to a degree for our store, but in general, yeah, it's not doing much.
So
these
the
days.
best card he's got in this matchup is Void Mirror.
Yeah, he definitely wants.
It's
to have
only
that.
a one of.
Is his board a bunch of one-ofs?
A couple 2-ofs.
He's got Nature's Claim and Natural State, 2 of each. That's just a disenchant, right? Both of those.
Yeah. All right. So 2 scales, Ballista. He's got the Tamiyo's thing. Isaiah's got pretty okay hand. He's got Cascaders. A lot of early action. Deck doesn't have early action, so it's moot. It's a moot point.
And should note that both these players currently undefeated.
Yeah.
So former Invitational champion Matt Wise trying to become 2-time former Invitational champion Matt Wise.
Isaiah has already, as soon as the mat came in the other day, he's like, "Oh, you got my mat?" So he thinks he's a shoo-in.
Is that the stomping ground you're talking about?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. He thought he
it
just
looks like
drew
Stone Rain. It looks exactly like Stone Rain. It looks like a
or
spell.
a Comet Storm.
Yeah, it looks like a spell on the table, not a land. All right, so he's got Fire Rush in
Giant
hand, so he's
splooge.
got a little bit of interaction here. But Matt's got Welding Jars. So, haha. Yeah, I mean...
The one thing I know that Isaiah has in his sideboard is 4 copies of I'm blanking.
Okay, Matt's going this route. I'm going to go slow with it.
He's got 4 copies of the green 4-drop that kills 2 things.
It's interesting he's not playing out
Which is
any of
good.
his Welding Jars. All right, drew into a Footfall. That always, he's safe from that Seiju.
Green Force is what I was looking for, and it looks like he has no copies in hand, so it's irrelevant. Don't you love it when you cascade and the card's just right there?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's also nice when you search for a land and it's on the bottom of your deck. That always feels great.
I had that in Columbus. It was the top card. I just cascaded and just like flipped over living in,
Alright,
and
so
like
here's-
my opponent looked at me like suspiciously, like something is afoot.
Right. All right, Saga. So now we're going to see a Walking Ballista being able to hold up the Tamiyo's thingy. I'm going to go ahead and play out the Welding Jar first. It's technically got 2 mana floating right now. Use that 2 mana to get a Ballista for 1, which is going to be a 3/3.
Yeah,
Not too shabby.
it's amazing how that math shakes out.
Yeah. Not too shabby. But, I mean, he's got real shit to contend with over here, so let's see what Isaiah draws into. Oh, there it is. That's pretty good.
Oh, just make more rhinos when in doubt.
Yeah. Well, he's got the Force of Vigor now, too, so...
Oh, okay, that's good too.
And he can get rid of the rhinos that are stuck in his hand, so... Yeah, he's in pretty fucking good shape
So
here.
you have a Force of Vigor. What are you targeting here? Because I
I'd
think
take out the 2 Hardened Scales. Because he's got...
I-
he can protect the Ballista...
Wait. Is Hardened Scales only for creatures? So I can look it up. But anyway, I think that you have to consider going after the Saga.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that was there. Yeah, I would get a Hardened Scales in the Saga. Although he has protection for one thing, at least.
Okay, it's just on a creature.
So Matt blocked with a Ballista, regenerated it.
Is this on Isaiah's turn?
Yeah.
He can't
It's
cast
done.
it. He can only cheat it on his opponent's turn, right?
Or is this? Yeah, Isaiah just went to combat, didn't he? Yeah.
Hold on just a second, guys. Get them to stop.
Yeah, they're stopping. They're stopping. All these confusing free cards.
Yeah, everything with the. Well, to be fair, most of the free cards seem to only be able to be done on your opponent's turn,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah, they're
Force
pretty.
negation. And
I do appreciate the forces and the pitch cards in their design. They do both have very fair downsides. You know, from the forces from MH1 to the pitch elementals in MH2, like there is a real cost to them. I think the pitch elementals being creatures is kind of worse, just because what you can do with that extra type on that card. You know, again, the
Yeah.
ephemerate type stuff.
But the hard cast them is so much more expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think it. Realistically, none of them are that worth it to hard cast. Except
Yeah.
the white one kind of because of life gain.
The white one and the red one are both pretty worth it. So, were we wrong? Was it on Matt's turn?
Give me your mic. Isaiah, I'm putting you down for a GRV.
Oh shit!
He's laughing.
Getting official in here.
I don't even think that's official. I think that dude just made it up on the spot. I've fucking never heard that before.
Where's that other? Go ahead and turn that one off. I'm just gonna post this one up here.
Yeah, I think this one might be. Like, it's on, but like it doesn't do anything.
Let me see. No, it's doing stuff.
I was speaking into it and it wasn't coming out of.
Oh, we only need one. We can get rid of the feedback. Moving on. All right. Now let's go to camera down. All right. So, did they? What happened out there?
They had to back it up because he did not have the mana to cast Force. So he had to go through combat, and then he attempted to do it on Matt's upkeep.
Okay. That's an easy thing for us to miss. Interesting he didn't want to regenerate the Ballista.
Yeah, I think his opponent at 17, he just...
I want to save out.
Yeah, there are more important things later. Oh my god, just more rhinos. Right on top.
Yep. The consistency is very real.
Yeah, just a wave of 4/4s over and over.
For sure.
And the thing that sucks for Matt is his deck can't play like a lot of decks can just throw 2 chalices in their sideboard for this matchup.
Yeah, this is rough here.
Yeah, this is really bad.
In response, make the dude.
I assume he's going after a Scales?
The Scales in the Saga
or
is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Okay. And he does play 4 copies of that Force.
Oof.
Which
is bad news for
talking to
Matt.
Isaiah, he likes his deck a lot, but he said the one thing I don't like, my sideboard sucks.
Right.
And it's like his sideboard is like 4 copies of we have the deck list here, but it's like 4 copies of that Force, 4 copies of like
that's that.
of the
Game 3.
Mystical Dispute, and like
Right.
it's just very clunky. It doesn't. I mean, you can't play anything that's less than a 3-drop, so it makes for a very clunky sideboard. It's got like 3 4-ofs and a 3-of or some bullshit.
All right, Matt's gonna be.
I like that this match has got some teeth.
Yeah.
This is the most competitive match we've had on camera so far. No additional sideboarding.
I mean, that game was fairly one-sided. I mean, Matt had a decent start, but Isaiah just saw all the right answers at the right time.
Well, game 1, we kind of talked about, like, what really does Matt have to say in this matchup, blah, blah, blah. Then, boom, he just murdered him with some infect damage. So
got to lean into... And him being on the play is huge, so that's going to be a big advantage here.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely needs to see the right hand, because if he lets Isaiah go too long, he is going to get outvalued.
I really kind of dig these affinity lists. I think really a perfect deck for Matt. Like, he's into math and robots and science and all that shit.
No, I really like Matt on Hardened Scales for
I
sure.
much prefer these over the affinity decks of yesteryear, where they had like the Mox Opal and murdered me with a bunch of Signal Pests on turn 3 or whatever. Like, I always hated those decks. Fuck those decks.
They're pretty uninteresting.
Yeah.
No, I do like the newer, just like blue card advantage, like Thought Monitor.
Oh, yeah.
Affinity
And
decks
that
too.
actually that's the deck that Matt won his that first Invitational Championship with. Yeah, that's a super solid deck.
2 Ancient Stirrings. One of those could be something else in that hand. It would be pretty nice, but it's still solid. But it's awkward because of that weird modular land he has. We were talking about it earlier, and he's going to find land here, so that's
I was
fine.
thinking, like, this would be a better hand for Isaiah if it had one more land, and like, oh, that's not Stone Rain. He's actually got the lands.
Yeah.
All right, get that Saga. I think that's what you need here. Yeah, that is a little awkward of a hand for Isaiah, but
Okay, that's good.
okay, he's gonna get the Pathway land. Nothing wrong with that. All right, going to Isaiah. It sucks that he had to. Yeah, I do not like that modular land. I don't think this deck needs any kind of attack. Like, he's like, yeah, my curve is super low. I'm like, yeah, I know, but then this happens, and you have to do nothing. This deck needs Hardened Scales on turn 1. Like, that's what it
Well,
needs.
there's like no way to guarantee that, though.
Well, he could have if he didn't have to consider playing around this. He had to play the Ancient Stirrings to get a good, get a second land.
Yeah.
So, like, if that was any other land that came in untapped, like, he would have had Hardened Scales turn 1, Hangerback Walker with 2 counters on it turn 2. Like, the pace would have just been so much better.
I think the funny thing here is, like, going back to what Isaiah said about his sideboard being shit. I think I tend to agree with him. His sideboard is shit, but it just happens to be really good in this matchup.
For sure.
There's only so many cards I can play, so you end up playing a shit ton of those cards, and those cards are all pretty good against this deck. So
Yeah, you get real strong against specific things here.
yeah, like even now, like he could just blow up a land, you know.
All right. Here's so. I feel like maybe he's a Baz first. Would have been. I guess he's playing for the
I don't know
protective
what this
grain.
is. What is this, John?
It's the hangerback.
Oh,
It's the Godzilla
doesn't look
version.
like it.
Yeah. It's
Is it Mecha Godzilla?
Mecha Godzilla, yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. What does the world come to?
I do, though, appreciate those being just different arts on the actual card instead of like what they're doing with the fucking Transformers being just slapping commander-only cards in a set for no reason. Like, I would much rather have it be that. Just like some new artwork.
Here's
on
a
the same
question.
card.
Matt's playing the Tamiyo's Safekeeping. Why that over something like Snakeskin Veil?
I think it protects
Artifact-
all of your permanents.
Okay.
Or no, it's target. It's target.
But maybe it hits artifacts in the Snakeskin
Yeah.
Veil. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, if you try to kill this thing and I, give it protection or whatever and then put 2/1/1 counters on it, like, that
Right.
seems pretty gross.
Yeah, it's because it protects all of his stuff.
Okay.
It's just target permanent. It protects his lands, protects his enchantments.
Just a thought. One thing I like about the Rhinos deck over Living End is the fact that when you have the Rhinos card in hand on turn 1, you can just suspend it. Whereas like Living End, there's never a realistic time when suspending
Yeah,
it is an
yeah.
option.
Now, that is definitely an upside for the card, for sure. If here's this goofy thing. I really don't like that, because the only reason that matters is if you have a Ravager.
Yeah, it seems terrible. I hate
You're
it.
you're not ever going to get the modular off that. Ever. It's just to come and play tap land for no reason.
Yeah, let's get that out of here. We don't need this, Matt. Matt Wise.
Here's Leyline. I'm sure he's targeting the hangerback. And now Matt's like, Shazam! Safekeeping thingy. And then next turn, Isaiah plays to fairy, bounces back to his hand, and then does it again.
Does it again. Yeah, that seems like a good play pattern.
This thing does something else, too.
It gains him some life. 2 life.
Alright. Oh, those rhinos are coming soon.
Yeah.
Rhinos coming soon. I'll land on Isaiah's side. Well, he's got the Omnath and a bar. He's got plenty of action. He's in really good shape. Who'd have thought having a deck that's a pile of awesome cards would be so effective?
John Brown hates good cards.
No, I do not
Can we
hate
just
good
go back
cards.
to a time when Modern played bad cards?
No, I don't hate good cards. I just would like
Fucking
to see
kids and their good cards. Jesus
to
Christ.
see an amount of ingenuity be necessary instead of just a bunch of good cards. There's nothing wrong, good cards.
You know, it's like people from the outside of the two of us, like people would probably find it hard to believe that I'm the one that's in his 40s. You know,
Oh, I am definitely a fucking curmudgeon.
you're
for sure.
the oldest. How old are you?
36.
You're the oldest 36-year-old on the planet, man.
I mean, that's true. Yeah,
It's fucking kids
I am
of my lawn.
I am a persnickety son of a bitch for sure. There's the Ozolith. Yeah, I have joked about having a walnut tree in my yard so I can pay kids to pick up the walnuts so I can then throw the walnuts at the next batch of kids.
That's a long payoff joke. Those things take like 30 years. To
Yeah. Exactly. So if I plant it now and if I'm 70, it'd be crop every year.
There you go.
A walnut tree.
Oh yeah.
So the walnuts fall, and I have kids pick them up, and then I have ammunition to throw walnuts at the kids to get them off my yard.
Actually, it reminds me. I went to a Halloween party last weekend. Jocko's ran. This thing takes 2 months to prepare for. It's
Stirrings.
Jocko stopped doing his Halloween party because this other dude's just does one better. And it's got like multiple mazes and stuff in it that you can actually get trapped in.
Oh, nice. Revealing the welding jar.
And there was a guy there that flips houses kind of like for a living and was talking about how he just bought one because his buddy's neighbor owned a house that had a walnut tree. And he basically talked him into buying it just so he could chop down the goddamn walnut tree.
Right. Dude, they are a fucking menace, dude.
Oh, yeah, they are.
They
They
are
are.
terrible to deal with in your yard. They absolutely are.
He's like, yeah, we should buy this house and flip it. It's a good one. And like, so his body, he's like, it's got a fucking hole in the roof, like nature's sunroof.
Right. All right. So that's a pretty good expansion of
And a
Matt's
person
board.
lived there, you know? Like, can you imagine living in a house where there's literally a big fucking hole in the roof?
So Isaiah's got no sweeper, just the Omnath. I don't know. This is building back up for Matt for sure. Okay. I forgot the Zabaz thing sacrifice stuff too. Okay, that makes more sense, I guess.
Clearly, this is just an amazing card, John.
I mean, I don't think so, but I forgot that he had an extra sack outlet. I thought he only had the Ravager, and so that makes it make more sense. Yeah,
Well,
shoot
Matt.
down the Teferi. Yeah, where's his infect kill, man?
Well, his impact card is tapped, so that doesn't work.
All right, he's in pretty good shape here. I like this. Although it sucks that now he tapped out and didn't leave a mana open to have a sack outlet for when Isaiah picks back up that leyline binding.
Yeah, if he goes for the infect kill, he's gonna get fire
I got a
iced.
judge call. Judge call. You're the judge. That's what you get for being more knowledgeable than me. Deal with it. Yeah, this guy's cool too. He's a Modern Horizons card.
Yeah.
Modular 1/1. He pretty much works the same as Hardened Scales for modular trigger specifically.
Okay.
And then you can... I think he has 2 abilities. I read, and a white ability. I can't remember exactly what they do. Sacrifice to do stuff. Should throw his Zabaz up on the screen. I want to read that card.
Why do you keep making me put up cards that are impossible to spell? Zabaz.
Zabaz! I love that card's name. It's so fun to say.
Oh no. On the wrong field. Zabaz.
Yeah, just do that. Yeah,
Oh,
you got it right.
yeah, it's just perfect.
All right,
Okay.
modular 1.
Turns
If
out it
he-
wasn't that hard. You just sound it out.
Oh, okay. He has a red ability to destroy an artifact you control. That is so fucking weird.
Huh, I guess just to move modular
That
around.
fire,
Yeah, just to move modular.
that fire ice that Isaiah has in hand is going to end up being key in this game, I think.
Is he going to get the Teferi down, or is he firing? Looks like he's... No, he's going to brazen. He's got a brazen barber, too.
He's going to fire.
Alright, he's firing. Okay. So, over there. And then it's going to put 3 counters on Ballista. In response.
Oh, God. The sequencing here by Isaiah.
Yeah,
so
no, it's
good.
definitely good sequencing. Remove those. And dome somebody. Did he not put those counters anywhere? He didn't take them off and... Oh, he just let it be bounced? Yeah, that's fair. I see. I mean, this fucking Ballista he's going to play here is going to be pretty gross. Oh, there's this guy too. Alright. And then combat, move 7 counters onto one of these things. Jeebus. That's gross. Or is it just... Yeah, I was going to say 7. Woof! 9/9 walking Ballista. That's a pretty alright.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's pretty okay.
Not bad.
What does Isaiah got? More rhinos, I bet. He's probably going to get this Teferi down. Yep. Teferi comes
He's going
down.
to attempt to bounce this thing.
Yeah.
If he attempts to bounce it,
Well, I think he's going to...
he can actually just kill both rhinos and the Teferi
Yeah.
and stop Isaiah from drawing a card. Okay, he's just going to
Yeah, he's
bounce
bouncing
this.
that, and then he's going to...
That's a better play. It's better play.
For sure.
Given the other shit that I just outlined that sounded horrific for
Now,
us.
if he tries to bind the Ballista, then his whole board's gone, so...
Yeah, and I think if you're Isaiah, you've kind of already decided that there's nothing you can do about the
Shit.
fact that your
If
board's gone.
He's got 9 counters, 8... Yeah, so he'd take all of them. I'm going to swing first.
You don't hate this.
I'd just block. Okay. Just gonna go real slow here. All right. Nope. Just rebuild some rhinos. How many rhinos has he ran through so far? Just one?
Yeah. I believe it's just the one this game.
If you're Matt, do you consider just taking that hit?
I probably would have taken one, blocked one, kept the counters on. That's probably what I would have gone for.
That's fair.
I think that was the stirrings, maybe? That's the stirrings. That's pretty decent. His fucking bee costume. Oh, I love it. I love this guy.
Jesus Christ.
Love this Matt Wise. Good guy. Pretty sure that was the stirrings.
I love that he did it 2 nights or 2 days in a row. Just like he went to bed with it.
Yep. Stirrings.
See, this is why I kind of like the idea of maybe not getting rid of all those counters, is that you're kind of one card away from just winning with damage from the ballista, right?
Exactly.
Like if you draw the what's the dude that just allows you to sack artifacts at will, like you could just win.
Yeah. No, for sure. All right, so here's Zabaz. He's gonna get 2 counters.
So the thing I like about Zabaz here is that little ability where he can destroy an artifact.
Yeah.
So that's something he can do with the hanger back.
Yep. He's just gonna go ahead and do it now. Kind of like doing it reactively instead of
I
doing
kind
it
of do
now.
too.
Because he's got a leyline binding coming down right now. But he hasn't moved to combat yet, so this is super gross. 4 Thopters. Thippity Thopters. Yeah, actually, so he's already going to be able to make his ballista, put 5 counters over here, make it a 6/6. Oh man, the Ozolith is so gross. In this deck, it's so silly. Yeah, that's fucking nasty.
Yeah, no, I like cards like that. I probably would have made a deck around it if I still played.
It was like, fuck around. So, yeah, I really like that, actually. Regenerate, kill one of the rhino, or kill a rhino and the thing. Wait till his upkeep for the damage to fall off and kill the Teferi.
You can also kill a rhino, put 2 on a rhino, and finish it off.
If he waits, he can keep the ballista, and that's what I like. I'd rather let the damage fall off, or not. Well, it's regenerated anyway, so never mind. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Sorry. My bad. It was regenerated anyway. Yeah, Matt's pretty good shape here.
He knows what's up with his deck. Isaiah's sitting on a Boseiju.
Yeah, it's frustrating because there's not a lot of great targets.
Maybe the Ozolith.
You kind of got to get rid of the stupid thing for sure.
Oh, this
So
fucking
this is
card.
good. This has been known to swing games.
Yeah, let's see if that's the case here.
It's a 4/4, right?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
can
it's a 4/4.
You can nuke it in response to the card draw or something.
Yeah, I have a tendency to get rid of that thing with the trigger on the stack sometimes.
Yeah. The problem is Isaiah's going to have another one next turn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They don't stop coming. I would just take it. Just take it,
I
man.
would too.
Just
I think
take it. You're at 20. You have no reason.
You're slightly winning this race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have no reason to trade your resources right now.
Okay.
All right.
He didn't go land, make more rhinos, so you got to feel better about that.
All right. Did he draw a good card? Oh, we drew a land.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's, you know,
It's not
the
what you
thing.
want.
I mean, he can start dumping counters on his ballista now, so that's a thing.
Yeah, that is a thing.
That helps. Definitely get in for some damage. Probably throw the Thopters at him. Keep your mana up. I like keeping your mana up for
I do
Zabaz's
too.
stuff.
I like just going to combat and honestly just
Let's win all out.
yeah.
No reason not
Just get
to.
in there, get aggressive.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, there's no reason not to.
Yeah, just hit him for 7.
Yep.
All right. And in response here, this is where you're going to see Isaiah probably go with the Beseju. Or, just going to go with the ley line.
That's a good place for it. Good time for it. Very good timing. Now, is the... Where do you get the counter? I thought the odds was red when the creature dies.
It's when the creature leaves play.
Leaves play.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
leaves.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, so you
it's
can
really
bounce
obnoxious.
stuff.
Damn,
You
dude,
can-
that card is insane. That is... Yeah, that is nuts.
Yeah, it's really good. All right, so an 8-point swing here.
Yeah. And
No
so,
8-point swing. Isaiah wants mana.
what does he got? What's he gonna be playing off of this thing?
Probably rhinos. And shit.
Got what, 2 cards in hand there?
Ooh.
Or 1?
He's got more than one.
Yeah.
I think he's got a tiny grip.
Okay, Solitude.
Okay.
Alright, well, whatever. So, if he's targeting Zabaz, that's just gonna get... Does he say another? Why not blow it up, Matt? Weird. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway because it leaves. You don't have to. God,
Yeah.
again, I keep forgetting about that. It's crazy. All right. Some rhinoceroses. All right. It's
Is it a good card? You
Oh,
could
it
use one of those.
seemed like a real card.
Oh, this thing. You really want this earlier?
You do, but I mean, it's still going to be a big dude.
All right.
Nope, nope. Ward 2.
He's not going after that. He's going after something real. Probably the Ozolith now.
I would think so. Yeah, before he moves to combat.
Yep.
Yep. Good call. All right. Yep, I think, once again, Omnath, man. Omnath, it just swings the game every fucking time.
It's a stabilizer
Every time.
for sure.
That's why I don't want to rebuild my 5-color control deck, because I'd have to play that card, and then I'd be part of the problem. It hits my ceiling. Card's too good, I can't play it.
Yeah.
I have a limit on my card quality that I play. Card's too good. I play good cards, but when they get to that point,
John
it's just
only likes to play
obnoxious.
with cards that are not quite modern playable.
No, I play plenty of modern playable cards. I just don't play. I don't like to play anything that's just that. It's just lazy. Like cards
It's
like
better
that.
than 3-bit Inspector. It's too good.
Cards like that take the skill out of the equation, man. It's just like, I don't know. It's too much.
It's not going well for Matt when he starts like chump blocking and stuff.
No, that Omnath just fucking did it, man.
Yeah, as it does. As it does.
This is good what it's going to be today, just watching people lose to Omnath. I mean, that's what it's been for like a year, so.
We're not going to do this, John. We're not going to bitch about this on stream.
I know. Hey, an Ozlith. All right. Yep. Matt, you are boned. Because here soon, there's going to be more rhinos. And also that.
Yeah.
But hey, you got blockers for
that's
that.
never looked so bad.
Right? Yeah. Fucking get in there.
It's like the old V-click versus lingering souls thing.
Yeah. I'm going to keep a creature in play.
What's Wise's plan? To die, I think.
Hope to top deck a ballista and go
That's
from there.
not
Kill
even...
himself?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's a
Another
plan.
automaton,
That
I
is
think.
a plan.
Nope, this is a bad.
Oh, that's a scoot. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, Isaiah got there.
Yep. Once again, taking it down.
fastest game of the night.
Yeah. Yeah. By a margin of 3 minutes or so.
It was only 50 minutes.
Yeah. We're taking them to the limits. All right. We'll be right back.
Yeah.